to stop what you're doing and listen.
Yo, welcome to the Laymen Show, living on a wing and a prayer that our producer has set the mic levels correctly.
And I'm telling you, they're all paedophiles. They're all paedophiles.
Are we jumping straight into Q&A?
We are jumping straight into this. It's been on my mind, even before we
Don't say that.
What?
Don't say Phrase that differently.
Okay,
Cuties have not been on your mind.
It's been bothering me,
yeah,
right?
There you go.
So this is something I really want to discuss, right? I don't know if you've heard about it. Netflix
Everybody's fucking heard about it.
Netflix
boycott that shit.
Netflix has lost £9 billion in its shares.
Good.
And the reason being, there's this French film. I can't remember the French name. I don't speak French, but I've forgotten the name.
Les Femmes Fatales.
Les something like this.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's called Cuties, and it's a movie, and it's about a dance troupe of 11-year-olds who are competing in a competition, and how they believe they can get ahead in this competition is by dancing like fucking Cardi B.
Twerking, doing, what is that? Somebody mentioned it to me the other day.
Cleaning the floor, but you know, bending like a banana and shit.
Cleaning the floor, but with the pussy.
That's right. Let's be straight. Let's be straight, yeah? I watched a podcast recently where he turned around and said 2020 has been a paedophile's dream. And I fucking agree. I'm pissed off, Gabe. Look at me.
We're going to turn us into vigilantes.
Yeah, that's right. If the Laymen Show, we're already shadow banned. If we get taken down, we're turning vigilante. This is YouTube's fault if we go down.
All right. I asked the same thing about this podcast as I asked about pretty much everything that I watch. Who is this for? I justify this podcast being it's for us, and then anybody else who enjoys it. But who the fuck is Cuties for?
Right, I've done, right, believe it or not, I did a tiny bit of research.
Oh, all right, okay, talk to me.
Okay, 650 11-year-olds auditioned for this film.
Right.
So that means some adults sat there and watched 650 kids fucking gyrating, Cardi B and all over the joint. And they only picked...
Whiling out, as the black people say.
Exactly. Proper, do you know what I mean? Proper. And then there's also other little things in there that it's not just the twerking and the dancing. There's a scene where one of the kids takes a photo of her genitals to post on social media.
I saw that. There's also just the what do you call it? Like the poster for the thing. It's the 4 main characters, and they're all in bras and underwear, but the bras and underwear are over their clothes.
I've not noticed that. Bras and underwear over the clothes?
Yeah. And I saw the bras and I was like, okay, they're sort of 11, they're coming into their, you know, they're sort of going out buying the first bras.
Hold on, is this like a training bra, or is this like a Madonna thing?
I didn't look too deeply into it.
We dare. We don't want to get flagged up.
Well, this is the thing, it's like this, it's such a phenomenon in 2020, yeah. But I don't want to be involved with it in any way, shape or form. I don't want to support it implicitly or otherwise.
Well, this is big shout out to Pay Money Wubby, by the way, because I watched this podcast, which gave me a lot of information.
I mean, it's been on every podcast, yeah, even the podcast that I listen to, comedy podcast.
Like he said, whoever filmed it has filmed it specifically, and who's going to enjoy it? Never mind the shit storyline or the shit acting. Who's going to enjoy it?
Did you hear the justification for it?
No, go ahead.
That it's supposed to be shining a light on child exploitation.
What, by exploiting the children?
Children, yes.
Let's exploit them to show the dilemma. I can't believe how brazen they are. I mean, it's 2020. Everybody knows about child trafficking, child abuse. There's all this save the children, hashtag save the children and all that shit. And then this movie comes out. The fucking gall.
It's a ballsy move.
But... you know, it's pissed everyone off, right? And everyone's sort of like abandoning Netflix now. Why haven't they done this with the BBC and Jimmy Savile? How come Jimmy Savile's done everything that he's done, people? Write us in, email us in, you know where to contact us. Why haven't you done this with the BBC and Jimmy Savile? Why haven't the 9 billion people boycotted?
I kind of have, but it's not because of Jimmy Savile.
What is it?
It's just because I abhor most of the things that are on BBC nowadays. It used to be good.
So you don't pay a TV license?
Oh, I never pay any license.
Respect.
But no, fuck them.
Yeah, absolutely. So for the people who haven't seen it, there's loads of posts online. You can go have a quick look online. You don't have to put yourself through the horror of watching the thing, because I'm not watching it, because I reckon that every time somebody watches it, That's what they wanted.
At the end of the day, you can find the highlights online. I was literally scrolling through my Facebook news feed and somebody had posted the highlights. I watched it and it blew my fucking mind. I was like, how can this be allowed? Even on Facebook as just clips.
What is interesting, you know, because like the world's changed and we're all so PC nowadays.
Well, yeah, full of snowflakes everywhere, my man. Snowflakes everywhere.
Winter Wonderland.
Oh,
but
yeah.
what is interesting is that this issue, this movie and everything, it's become a debate. It's become, people are talking about it.
Yeah.
That instead of shutting it right down where it should fucking be shut down, they're actually having debates about it. Do you think it's bad? Do you? Do you agree or disagree?
Those TED Talk bitches coming back out of woodwork fucking.
Oh no, don't bring that up. That lady who did a TED Talk saying that paedophilia is actually a what was it? A sexual preference.
And we talked about this last time as well. Trans ageism and stuff like that.
Yeah, see, this is Gabe. I can't keep doing these podcasts. I understand what turns people into terrorists.
Don't say that. We're too
allegedly.
What the fuck?
Listen, bro. We've slagged off Mossad. We've slagged off every. Well, we're friends,
Chinese,
right?
You know.
Remember, we're just characters.
Yeah,
Please don't take it to
all
heart.
a character piece.
We're not terrorists at all.
No.
The only thing I've ever blown up was a firework.
I'm not changing my name to Mohammed. Don't worry.
See, that's another thing. Are all terrorists called Mohammed?
Yeah, Mohammed, Yusuf.
Look at all these generic names.
Osama. You know.
I've only ever heard of one Osama, and that was the famous one. I've not heard of any other Osamas.
No, I don't think I have. But then again, I don't really hang around with Muslims, so. Well, yeah, Muslims on the plural. I'll actually stick by that.
I scan my tiny little layman mind. Anyway, because tonight, obviously, people are watching this on YouTube. This is going out live on laymenradio.co.uk. So big shout out to everybody who's tuned in and listening in. Obviously, got nothing better to do.
Big shout out to our producer Shy as well for setting all that.
Yeah, Shy Beg. You know, as you know already.
Gotta give the some
he's always in the background. Shy, you all right, bruv?
I'm good.
See, I don't know if you can catch that, but he's there.
He's
alive.
in the background, Jeffrey Epstein in.
Get off the camera, man! Fuck's sake.
I'm gonna beat you with a shoe.
Exactly.
Like
just throw a shoe at him
like a real Arab.
Yeah, like George Bush.
Yeah.
throwing at his head. But yeah, so cuties was something I wanted to speak about because I've got kids, right? And it's got to me. It's got to me that this can actually be produced, managed. Think about it. Think about the logistics of this, right? Sound guy, camera guy, producers, music, editing.
We're not even. All of them are relevant. Parents.
You've hit the nail on the head.
What the fuck?
Right. Do you know what? There's two things here. It's either financial advantages, or like you say, they're living their dreams through their children.
Vicariously through their children.
And thinking, do you know what? My kid's made it on the big screen.
All very much both.
Your kid has made it onto every paedophile's big screen.
Yep.
And you're responsible for it.
Big screen, wet dream.
You've gone.
Hey, it rhymes.
Was it spitting bars on the Laymen Live? So anything on your mind that you want to get off your chest before we roll into the funny shit?
Well, I mean, about cuties. No, I think we covered all that.
Have we?
I mean, there's my snowflake tirade that I went on yesterday. That was always fun.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. There are a lot of soft people out there.
Are you pushing me towards what happened on Facebook?
Yes.
I thought you were. I know him too well.
That's now been fucking removed.
Right, so basically...
To be honest, I was hoping for a ban.
Basically, I saw a screenshot, well, 24 in fact. 24 screenshots of Gabe's conversation. I'm going to call it a conversation. It turned into a bit of a debate.
Yeah.
Basically, what was your statement?
The original statement was trans women aren't women because they can't give birth.
Right.
They can't get pregnant.
And as we all know, all this trans issue stuff causes a huge debate. But your conversation turned slightly skew-whiffed, didn't it?
Yes, it did. I could not help myself. So somebody else posted quite accurately.
The epitome of a troll.
Some women can't have children, so, you know.
Yeah, so
are they women?
My question is, I understand trans people, but if a guy still looks like a guy but believes he's a woman, yeah? He's not a woman, though, biologically, is he? He's mentally a woman.
You've got that XY chromosomes.
Yeah. But the trans community are not happy about this chromosome, description. they don't like it because they're saying, look, if I feel like a woman, I am a woman.
Right.
But this, like you said, this has opened up the borders for what you call trans-ageism. So that means I could be sat here saying to you, I feel like a 9-year-old. And that, you know, I'm sat with an adult, which makes you a pedophile, man.
With many adults that are not related to you.
Exactly. So, but that's the danger. What if you get a grown man saying he's a child? And I'm acting like a child. I was just playing with the other kids in the park.
I mean...
I frisbeed one and, you know, so what?
This is kind of the opposite point. It kind of happens sort of a lot of the time anyway, where you've got like 15-year-olds going out saying that they're 18.
Yeah, but usually that's for some sort of benefit, like sneaking into a club or buying some cigs or booze. Or...
I am in no way defending trans-ageism. I'm just saying that it's kind of been around since before the actual term of trans-ageism, in fact.
Do you know what? All these... I was around before when you called a spade a spade.
Before it was co-opted by paedophiles to try and fuck children.
Actually, somebody mentioned that, you know, because they're trying to make paedophilia this sexual preference, people are not having it, right? But there is a certain community, and I think they call themselves...
Catholics?
Nambla? Ladies and gentlemen, there will be a helpline available after the show for those that have been offended by my co-host. As per usual. You expect this now, don't you? I
offend everybody. It's an equal opportunities fuckfest here.
It is, yeah. If you're tuning in, don't be weak. Just listen to what we say. It makes sense.
Don't be a snowflake.
Exactly. We're not educated.
Don't mean any of it.
But we make sense. You know we do. We do. That's why you love us.
So, yeah, all I said was, and I think that this is actually a really moderate stance, is that trans men are trans men, trans women are trans women. They are not men and women. I don't care what you have in your pants. I'm worried about semantics.
Okay, so with semantics, I agree. I agree what you're saying. But you know, when somebody sort of like live their full life and they believe they're a woman, then they have the transformation. Well,
if the transformation is convincing, then they've done a good job. They are now a woman. I'm convinced. Hence, there is no problem.
Because I do find it difficult. Like if you do see a guy in a dress, but he's still got his, you know, beard and that.
Yeah, 5 o'clock shadow.
It's still ZZ topping it, yeah? So I'm like, do I say he or she? And I shouldn't have to worry about that shit. I'm just like, all right, mate.
You just
how's
go
it going?
and say
how's it hanging? Oh, sorry. But what I mean is, we are not, what is it, trans-racist?
Transphobic.
We are not trans-racist or transphobic, that's the truth. We went out for a photo shoot with Josh Elliott, didn't we?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And we had a good time. It
was actually his purse that I was... He stayed the fuck out of it because he knew what was going on. I was just trolling.
I think he knows. I think he knows as well enough.
I hope so.
It's just the other...
I'm still friends with him on Facebook, so I presume as much.
Josh, big love to you. You're a good photographer, by the way.
You are, and you're a good man.
Yeah, when we do our music video, you can come down.
Could not help myself. I do apologise.
So anyway, we've done Cuties. We talked about your little trolling session, which I'm sure you enjoyed.
I enjoyed it so fucking much.
Yeah, people on Facebook, they react like this, don't they?
I love reminiscing about making people angry.
It's the level of anger, innit? It's when they start getting personal, saying, you know, yeah, your mom and shit like this.
Yeah, saying, yeah, you look like you fuck dogs because the only the only ammunition that they have is my profile photo where I'm holding my dog. Like,
and because of that, you fuck dogs.
Yeah, I was like, all right.
See,
then.
Do you know what I mean? Don't they realise that is actually backfiring on their level of fucking mentality?
Yeah. Well, obviously they don't.
That's like saying, you know, you two are the laymen, I bet you fuck each other.
I said this earlier on today. If one of them would have said, we have differing opinions, you have yours, I have mine, I really couldn't have argued with that.
See, this goes back
so rigidly.
This goes back to the platform once again. It doesn't matter who you are or what knowledge you have, what experience, your voice carries the same weight as the next man. So you arguing with them, they're arguing with you. It doesn't make a difference, does it?
Well, until the ban hammer comes down. And
are you banned?
I'm not banned, but the post has been deleted. It's a good thing that I took all those photos of it.
He's got the evidence.
Yeah, for posterity.
Sorry, Zuckerberg. Yeah, he's one step ahead of you.
I would say my grandchildren, but I guess my nieces and nephews will need to know.
Can you imagine that? Mom, Dad, what was Granddaddy like?
What was Uncle Gabe doing during the pandemic of 2020?
Yeah, and they just see you trolling away, making the world a better place.
Yeah, making the most of his time.
Oh my God. Anyway, Gabe, right, I know we spoke last time about the competition, yeah? We need to get it done. People are waiting.
This is.
We've got a t-shirt, we've got a mug, we've got some wireless headphones, we've got some hair curlers. Don't ask me why. And I had a legitimate question. Do you reckon anyone's ever hair curled their pubes?
I reckon it's got to have been done, because I know people have straightened their pubes.
Serious?
I know it's got to have been done. What do you mean, who am I?
How do you know these things? Why am I not in this circle of these circus freaks?
I'm 95% sure. So
yeah.
Somebody's...
You co-writing American Horror Story by any way?
Somebody straightened their pubes and somebody's curled their pubes.
That is
or
mental.
at the very least gave it a pan.
That is... You've heard of Brazilians and God knows what else.
An Afro bush.
And Japaneses, Bushidos, bonsais. You name it, I've seen it.
Looks like a fucking topiary.
Do you know what? Not so long ago I said that word and I said it wrong and I said topiary. Which
like
is like
boob.
topiary. And they was like, what? And I meant topiary. We struggle with words. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean in the end.
Say, as long as we know what you mean.
If I see you looking confused, I'll explain it in another way. In layman terms.
A stroke, I'll tell you, but that was just a slipper.
Yeah, so anyway, what's been happening in your life? Anything good? Tell us about your car. Look at me, leading him in.
The car's looking sick.
Yeah.
But I don't know why you're leading me into this, because this isn't for sure yet. But there might be some opportunities coming up.
Yeah, there might be some opportunities coming up, yeah, but we'll keep them posted regarding that.
To do with automobiles and stuff like that.
Anyway, talking about cars, is it true diesel engines are on the way out now? Because I've had some manufacturers.
I thought it was supposed to be like this year or something, wasn't it? 2020. That
yeah, a lot of them are not going to make diesel engines anymore.
I know Volvo doesn't make diesel engines.
My concern is, obviously, if demand on electricity grows, how are we going to make it? You know, unless we've got some self-generating methods now, hydro whatevers.
Or
and
making diesel.
Electric.
Oh, electricity.
Everything's becoming electric.
I mean, there's that whole fucking green push, you know, solar and...
Yeah, that huge green push where you can buy one of those Priuses, a recycled car.
Or get yourself some solar panels on your roof.
That costs the resources of 3 cars to make.
It's not even just the resource. Oh, it's the energy expenditure of like transporting the fucking lithium from Indonesia to China, where the batteries get made, and then the batteries from China to America, where the cars get fucking manufactured, and that doesn't even include.
Then the cars get brought over here.
All the iron that's fucking mined in Australia, and then again sent to China, and then again sent to America. You know.
Sometimes do you ever wish you never asked a question?
It's funny because I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, I'm really not a layman. I know a lot of shit.
Whoa! What did you say? Blasphemy!
I know, it's wild.
Shy.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Shy. Do you want to take Gabe's place as co-host?
I might do a better job as a fucking producer. Bring it, bitch.
But yeah, talking about that, because what's happened where we live, all the roads heading towards the city centre, which were 2 lanes, and now 1 lane.
Yeah,
and they put some... Do you know what I found out was the city council were given £2.1 million
because they did all this shit
to do this scheme, and it's a trial. So if this doesn't work, they will change it all back.
I hope. So everybody get out in your cars, make as much congestion as you fucking can.
The congestion's already there. It takes you half an hour to get it's half a mile is half an hour, easy.
Yeah, a mile a minute.
Exactly, and then you sat in your car, right, and everyone's coughing because you're all smoking each other out. And there's only like a couple of cyclists trundling by. The buses are rolling by and they're empty.
This is what I said right at the beginning of the pandemic. Nobody wants to ride a fucking push bike, especially in winter. Come on, people. And then you've got to add on to that, we've got the fucking global pandemic where nobody wants to get on public transport either. The first thing that happened as soon as lockdown ended was there was a spike in car sales.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody wanted to get on public transport because they didn't want to breathe your shit in.
You dirty bastard.
But
and then all the major cities around go, actually no, we're going to go for that green push, and everybody needs to go on a push bike nowadays.
Are we going to discuss the
sliding into winter, baby?
Yeah, we are. Where people get flu and it increases.
Well, yeah, and people don't want to be on a push bike when it's snowing or raining.
You do see the odd crazy folk.
Oh yeah, the die-hard fucking...
Talking about cyclists, I do have an announcement to make.
You killed one.
I wish. No, I don't wish, actually, allegedly. What I was going to say was, I was driving to Brid.
Yeah.
And you know when you get them speed cyclists, they wear all the gear and they think they're fucking in the Tour de France and they're fucking pedaling like hell. They don't look around, they're just pedaling, they're focused. This twat pulls out of a side street onto a national speed limit in front of my car, so I bibbed. What did he do? He gave me the finger.
So what did you do?
I slammed on, bro. I wanted him to catch me up, and I've never seen one of them speed cyclists slow down so much in my life. I built up a queue because I wanted him to catch up.
You should have just
road rage.
You should have just continued on, turned around, gone back around, and then got caught back up with him again.
A surprise! Yeah, it pissed me off because I was actually bibbing because I was coming at speed.
Yeah.
I was doing maybe
national speed limit.
National speed limit. I was doing national speed limit, and he's just come out of a side street straight into my path. He's lucky, very lucky.
Yeah, and you're also lucky that you now have a dash cam.
I forgot about that. You forget. Yeah, so people, if you don't have a dash cam, yeah, you can get these mirrors, and they're like proper TFT screens, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
And you put a little camera at the back of your car, outside or inside, it don't matter. And then you've got dash cams front and back. And the mirror's brilliant. You can press a button and view both of them, or just have the back or the front.
Laymen review section right here.
Yeah, Laymen review section. And what I love about it is you don't have, you know, stupid little dash cams. Yeah. It's all built in. You know, hard the wires, whatever. If you're good at DIY, you'll be all right. And don't let your missus wire it in.
No.
No.
You know, there's a recipe for disaster and a fire.
We're not going to be sexist, but they're never happy.
Well, yeah. You don't send a woman to do a man's job, let's put it that way.
Ooh, in 2020, Gabe, that is going to catch a fire.
Fighting words, fighting words.
That's it.
I'll punch a woman in the face.
Oh, shit. I can't wait for the feedback from this one.
I always have anxiety after these podcasts.
Yeah, but
for different reasons.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. But do you know what?
I think it's going to be for that statement, right?
I'll be honest, right? We get a lot of good feedback. It's a bit of tongue-in-cheek humour, and a lot of people are actually enjoying it, Gabe.
God, I hope so.
Do you know what I mean?
Enjoyed that fucking rant I went on Facebook. So.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because the truth is, I think nowadays people are scared to say certain things because you're always sort of like worried about, like pre-worried. Causing anxiety. Look at you biting your own lips. Just don't say it.
We live in the age of virtue signalling.
Is that what it's called?
Virtue signalling is where like white people are all about Black Lives Matter and stuff like that.
What? Sorry, peeps. Right? Let me settle down, and you'll understand. Gabe was called a racist.
This is
by a white person.
Recently, and not so recently.
They said just because you're brown doesn't mean you're not racist.
I was like, yes.
Because what did you say? What did you say? You said.
No, so the first time it was just for saying nigger.
Yeah.
The second time it was because I refused to stop saying. I haven't even actually said these. I just used them as an example. I refused to stop saying. Was it tranny, chink, and packy? Because
them terms are now classed as slurs.
Yeah, well, they're also just abbreviations.
Absolutely.
So I was like, I don't care enough to stop using any of them.
Is it offensive then if I call Germans germs? Would that be classed as a slur? Or Hungarians hungs? Or Mongolians? Nah, I'm not going there.
Well, this is the thing. We call Polish the Poles.
Is that okay though? Is that acceptable?
Yeah. Is that okay? Yeah.
So I can't, I'm not. Yeah.
Poles is fine. Yeah, but chinks isn't.
So this is a big shout out to Tom. You know who you are. Who come and knocked on my window and said, "Excuse me, Leton, you're a racist." I'm not. You know I'm not.
Oh no, we might be. It's just white people can't call us it. Of all the people to call us racist, white people cannot be the people to do it.
But we can be racist.
Yeah, we can be racist.
But just not to ourselves, innit?
Well...
My nigger, give me one.
It's a difficult one. Context matters.
It absolutely does.
Context fucking matters, especially when it comes to racism. So saying my nigger, or even chink or packy.
But, you know, that's with... You know, like with humour, like us, yeah? We love humour, and we love sort of like offensive humour, I'll be honest. We do
faggot.
like it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Whereas a faggot is a Scottish delicacy, isn't it?
It's an English delicacy, I think, actually, yeah.
Is it?
Faggots and peas, yeah.
Have you ever had it?
Yeah, they're just pork meatballs. Right,
recently, Gabe gave me something to eat. Right, Gabe always comes in with these mad foods and drinks, right? I've got to talk about this.
I'd been.
They look like something off The Simpsons. Do you remember when Homer had his face put on a washing powder box? This is the type of goods you bring in. That blue drink, right? I posted it, yeah?
Yep.
People saying, why has it got a penis on it? Why does it look like a phallic symbol?
See, that's an interesting one. I like it.
And then he gave me some strips.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was, no offense, I've never eaten a cat or anything. But it did feel like I was eating something
Cat
alien.
jerky.
In my mouth, I felt like an alien food had landed and I was chewing on it. And
did it taste nice?
I don't know, my brain was like, do you like it? Don't you? What is it?
Because I think they taste delicious. The texture's a little weird.
They smell funky though, bro.
They smell funky, yeah.
When you open that packet, I could smell it. And then, oh God, every time I burped, I offended myself.
Yeah.
Every time I burped, right, it was there. And it's sort of like, you know them burps when you're driving, it just lingers.
Yes.
You've got to open it. You've got to open
It's
a
like
window.
a fart that you rebound off of your chair. Especially if you've got leather chairs, you just fart into your chair and it just rebounds right up your nose.
As guys, we're lucky, aren't we? Because if we fart, we've got our balls to sort of like
Dampen
soften the
baffles.
I've
got fart baffles.
just looking at each other and going, I'm baffling myself right now. If I ever see you doing this, wafting your crotch. Oh shit! There I go. I always cry in a podcast when I laugh too much, man.
Forgot what we were even talking about now.
I think this is a sign of old age, bro.
I'm calling my balls fart baffles from now.
I'll kick you in the fart baffles. Oh man, let's settle down. Let's settle down and get back into
Take a moment.
Take a moment. Get back into the podcast. Producer, how far are we in?
Half hour.
Half an hour. We've got 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Sweet. 15
Oh, it's gone quick, hasn't it?
No shout-outs this week, hopefully.
Shout-outs is only going out to the Facebook crew. Big shout-out to Mr. Bibbs, because it's, as we're recording right now, it's his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, my nigga.
Happy birthday, my bro. Hopefully he'll be coming up to Hull one day. He's going to do a exclusive for Laymen Radio.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so we'll be looking forward to that, Mr. Bibbs, with your sexy vibes.
I might actually tune in.
Yeah, it was nice to see him when we went to York that time. His mixing is impeccable.
And what was the
The place was called Jaloo.
And it was in an old church.
Yeah, that's right. It looked like an old church. It looked like a dilapidated church, but when you went in, it was fresh.
Yeah, it was nice.
The lighting was amazing. The seating and everything was cool.
Decent quality pussy.
Yeah, and we met some guys from London and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were so friendly. People were so friendly there.
Chatting to some fat bitches.
Oh, you brought back a memory. She was. No, not like that. Come on, I got standards. She was on a hen night. Was she the bride or the bridesmaid? I remember.
I was talking to both. I think we was talking. One of them was the bride's. One of them was the bride to be, and one of them was her bride.
Ladies, I'm not ragging you, right? But you know when you've had a drink, you suddenly sound like you're off Coronation Street. I don't understand. What's your name? And you're shouting at people. I'm here.
Yep.
I'm sober.
That sent a shiver down my taint.
Did it? Is your fart baffles okay, bro? Fart baffles. Hashtag fart
They
baffles.
receded up into me. They're not baffling anymore.
We've been invited on a music video. Do you fancy it?
I'm down.
It's tomorrow.
I haven't seen the fucking first music video we was in. So.
That hasn't actually made it because they want to re-record, the two artists, Sambo and Pooley, want to re-record it properly and then spit over it.
No, the...
Oh, you want about the Snowflake video?
Yes.
Bud Sugar. Actually, he's too busy tossing rice. I mentioned this before.
That sounds like he's jacking off Asians.
Backs, you mad head. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go online and search for Bud Sugar, I'm sure you'll see Bakary Backs. He does rice tossing, but in the form of words. Can I not say rice tossing? What's wrong with everyone? Obviously, you can't see behind the scenes. People are falling apart. But he does rice tossing, and he does it a lot. He does it to soundtracks. So if
He does it to the beat.
Will you shut up? So if you've got a track playing like Man Not Hot, Bax, there's a hint for you. Man Not Hot, he'll toss Man Not Hot. He will toss off a Man Not Hot. And it's good. Apparently Will Smith liked it. You know, the Fresh Prince. I'm trying to be serious, man. What is wrong with you? Okay, we'll keep Gabe out of this segment, shall we? He's having some sort of mini stroke. Shyberg, producer, keep an eye on him. If he gets any worse, drag him off screen.
Come on now.
But yeah, anyway,
Jesus
people have I don't know. It's some sort of trend now. I think people are doing it. I don't know. I'm not into all that. Musa.
Sorry, I need to take a moment from that one.
We're having to take a few moments tonight.
Oh.
So anyway, let's talk about this lockdown thing. Because I don't like talking about it.
Lockdown round 2.
Well, it looks like it. Boris is sort of like threatening to take away Christmas.
Second bumming.
Is that such a bad thing?
It depends on if you're Christian.
Well, I don't know. Christmas has lost its Christianity, hasn't it?
You know what I'm saying.
It's all about piss-ups and prezzies and buying all that shit in the shops.
Christmas?
By putting us all in lockdown, saying you're only allowed out for... Well, putting us into lockdown, like currently Birmingham, Solihull, somewhere in Wales.
Coventry or somewhere?
Yeah, something like this. Bolton in Manchester, or below Manchester. So all these places are in lockdown. And recently we've had one of our schools shut down in Willoughby.
This is my problem, is that I've got zero fucks anymore.
We haven't given a zero fuck about anything. That's the problem.
I need to, but
I don't know how to break this down to you.
I'm not one of those people who doesn't believe who believes it's not real. But I just don't care.
Right. I read a little article that said people who don't wear masks and don't believe in this sociopaths. Do you have a response?
Yeah, that's accurate.
Welcome to the Laymen and the Sociopath Show.
Yeah, I'm a sociopath.
Next week we will be killing somebody live on air. Oh, that's brought me onto something else.
What?
Apparently, you've heard of...
Live on air?
No, I don't want to kill anyone live on air. Do you know what I mean? The only thing I'd kill right now is a drink.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, we're pretty parched.
Yeah.
But apparently on TikTok, which is the famous app that all the kids are using, it's got something like 200 billion users or something. I don't know. I don't even know if that's...
starting a trade war.
I think that's quite an accurate statistic. But apparently a guy committed suicide and streamed it to TikTok, and all the kids had seen it, and I was told that it was actually fake, but I haven't seen it myself, so I can't comment. But it went everywhere. People were sending it to each other, inboxing each other, saying, look at this, look at this. But when you think about the level of say, a child watching it and thinking this is real, or even a child with mental health issues was on the verge of suicide watching this.
Well, again, I always blame the parents, really. How are you... You're not supervising your child enough to...
You see, the internet is not a safe world for kids. And I've said it all along. Take your fucking kids offline. And, you know...
Unplug your children.
You know, while you're out at local pub, your daughter is, even your son, is dressing up with makeup and that, and...
taking photos of the house, like on that Cuties.
Doing Whap dance. What's it called? What is it? Whap?
Is that the dance that I was talking about? Where they're cleaning the floor with a pussy?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have banned the Whap track from Laymen Radio because I totally disagree with the shit. And what was interesting was Freestyle showed me a clip of the Whap video, and I noticed something. I was watching the podcast about Cuties, and there's a scene where she's thumping the floor and humping the floor at the same time.
Same dance.
Yeah, same dance. And I thought, isn't that interesting how it ties in together? Eh, you nonces, clever, aren't you?
Probably the same choreographer.
Nonces are clever, man.
Just saying.
That's what it is.
Just saying.
Yeah, possibly. But I just thought it was such a strange coincidence that I hadn't seen this. I hadn't seen this dance before. I hadn't seen this move. I've seen a lot of moves in my time, trust me, but I hadn't seen someone being angry at the floor and humping the floor at the same time.
Twerking was our generation's version of that.
Yeah, yours was. I think in my generation it was
pussy pop.
No, not even that. I think it was the waltz. Anyway, before we wrap this up, Gabe, I want you to tell me something about a new genre of music that you've discovered.
Oh no!
Please tell me, because this is going to tie in nicely.
Such an autistic fit over this. So I found myself a nice little. It seems to be a fairly new genre of music, as far as I can tell. That's sort of reimagining an old genre of music called bardcore.
Can you just sort of like talk me?
I fucking hate you guys that you make me bring this up.
No, this is very interesting.
You guys so fucking much.
We love you, Gabe.
Fucking dick.
We love you. But can you talk us into how you actually found this?
Not really. It's just an autistic dive on YouTube.
So you just went into YouTube. Do you follow on videos and just keep following till you end up in the black hole of YouTube?
Suggestions, yeah.
Yeah, deep in the Uranus of YouTube.
You see something a little wild in the corner of your eye and you're like, what the fuck is that? That's how I found Nugget Karate.
What the hell is Nugget Karate?
How have I not shown you Nugget Karate?
You have not shown me this.
Just Google Nugget Karate and it's
Okay, peeps,
sorry, not Google, YouTube.
Can you YouTube Nugget Karate?
It's...
And just let us know what it is.
It's poetry, is what it is.
It's poetry.
It's more poetry than the bad call you're about to listen to.
Right, if you listen to our last podcast, which will be up, Gabe spoke about poems, and I don't want to dive into that anymore. What was it called again?
Oh yeah, the 7th Rapist.
That's it. So if you want to know about the 7th Rapist,
go to the last podcast.
Go to the last podcast. Also,
I'll just Google the 7th Rapist.
Our podcasts, if you're on laymenradio.co.uk, our podcasts are available on there now. It's been updated.
Yes, it has. You can find us all in one place.
Yeah. Right, producer, when you've got your hand up in the air, I can see it. What are you waiting for? Do you want me to go? Yes, sir.
We've got 5 minutes left.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to tell us. He's like this, yeah, and he's just staying there, even though I'm looking at him.
Shy. I'll tell you when this fucking ends.
That's right. We are the stars, not you.
Yeah. I mean, that's about it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Check out our other podcasts. Check out the laymenradio.co.uk. We've got live DJ sets on there, and we've got some good names. So big shout out to, I can't name them all, but it's from the top of my head.
Check out the DJ list.
Yeah, check them out. And we've got Control on there, who's currently #1 in the trance charts. Well done, bruv. Well done, David.
Congrats.
Yeah. So we have got a competition coming up. We're going to record a little ardent for that, just me and you.
Yeah.
We'll record that in the car or something, and we'll do this giveaway. And let's bring some happiness into people's lives, because if they're tuning into us, they ain't got nothing better.
No.
Do I just stare at the camera till we finish?
I think that's it. Are we done?
Okay, peace out, peeps.
Peace out.
Take care. Be good to each other.
Eat shit and die.
Hold on, what's happening? I think there's some music coming in. A jingle?
Oh, it's our jingle.
It's our jingle.
No, it's Laymen Radio jingle.
Okay.
Ready?